Yeah, hello folks. We are Monday morning before opening of the market. Update on Clov. So this time I was very lucky because I was really focused and patient. And basically, what happened in my case is that I sold at $3 a few days ago because I didn't like the technicals, short term naturally, and I was able to reload and increase my initial position by 25% Friday morning or Thursday night, I don't remember, around 2:15 to 2:20. So I'm super excited this week. Why I've been buying before the news? Because all the technicals were saying that we were deeply oversold. RSI at 25, support around $2. Fibonacci basically saying the floor was around 220. I've been buying on the technicals. And then, fortunately, the news happened the day after, so it was an amazing trade for me. I'm very happy. Now, what's going to happen? You need to have different little information to understand what will happen. First, Clov was deeply oversold. That's first. Second, people don't have the accurate numbers regarding the shorts. Last report say 36 million shares short. Next report, we will come in a few days, will give numbers pretty like the same, maybe 36, 37, 38 million. And it will only be in the next report that the number will increase a lot above 40 million, because vast majority of the new short was a few days ago and will not be reported before 2 weeks to 3 weeks from now. So the real numbers now is that Clov is largely above 40 million shares short. So that's an important point. The short have been taking advantage of the last earning report, who was pretty good, but several points were like foggy or lagging, because Medicare sector actually is in some difficulties. So the short have been taking advantage, knowing that a lot of retail are controlling the Clov shares. They were able to scare people and drop it from $3 to 220. A lot of retail have been panic selling, unfortunately. And that's happening why? Because basically institutions want to push out retail and take big position, like BlackRock, Vanguard, UBS, and several others. And that was the reason for the last week's drop. It's because they are able to short, scare people, and push retail out so they can buy big in. Now it will be difficult to short more and to push retail out. Why? Because Vivek, like exactly 1 year ago, the 9th of August 2024, have been buying for $1 million of stock. So basically, if we get the total, he was buying $2 million at an average of 1.5 last year. Now he's adding another million at 220. So basically the guy each summer tried to push $1 to $2 million and taking advantage of weak price to accumulate. So last time he started buying at 118, and we have been going from there to $4.05. So it was a kind of for a bagger. If we do the same here, that will be a price around $8 to $10 per share. Naturally, this time it will be more difficult because the price started higher. So there is more, there is more retail, there is more resistance to do the same. But that's the kind of movement you can expect when a CEO buy big like that with the short. We're going to see what happened today, but the short they are stuck with 40 million shares. Retail with this kind of news will not be selling anymore. Everybody know that 2026 will be the big turnaround moment for Clov, with the 4 stars rating, with the SaaS news, Humana, this and that. So you have all the ingredients, if you are not in, to buy not at the best price. The best price was last week around 215. Today I will not be surprised if we close somewhere around 27, 28, something like that. All depend, because there is so many factors. An important factor for this week is the option chain, who expire Friday 15 of August. Big option session, huge amounts, and maybe, I'm not saying it's sure, but maybe you can have some kind of crazy combo between retail buying, old retail, new retail, buying the news of Friday after the close that Vivek is buying for $1 million of stock. I've been buying. 2, the shorts, 40 million shares to cover. 3, the option chain of Friday, expiration Friday, was huge. If, and I say if, retail buy big, short start being in FOMO situation and start covering aggressively, plus all the shares that you need to buy to cover the options. If all these ingredients start mixing, this week is going to be very, very, very wild on Clov. Now, we don't know what the retail are going to do. I don't think that nobody is selling now. So maybe, basically, the only ones going to sell are the ones who don't really know the story and have been buying, at 220 and will be selling at 273 because they're making money. But vast majority who are long-term older, who know the story, going to hang on and know that the kind of combo I'm talking about is taking place. And it will be even more crazy. Remember that with the option expiration of January 2026, the expiration in the next 4 months around there is completely insane. And I really want to be crystal clear with you. Forget about Vivek, forget about option chain, forget about short-term noise, and remember this: Clov is at the turning point of being profitable. They will have 4 stars rating and SaaS news hitting the wires non-stop in the next months to come. This is the opportunity with the minimum risk of downside, because Clov is a legit business, it's a big company, $1 billion market cap, it's not a penny stock. Hugely blocked down because of shorts who have been targeting Clov since the very beginning. And if you act with intelligence and you push big money today, you really can maybe, have a life-changing trade in the next 4 or 5 months if you have some patience. Naturally, all the way up, people are going to sell. That's the stock market, But I see an accumulation of news who will be basically driving Clov out of control. SaaS, 4 stars, short covering, option expiration, new membership, new margins. Too much. And the price is so down. I mean, that's the crazy thing. I mean, if you look at the chart, we are at the level of 12 months ago, and the company have been making so many progress during that time, and now are basically a lot more near profitable time than back in time. But like I was saying, end of 2024 was saying Clov have been going too high too quick because the short have been covering aggressively since 60 cents until 4 or 5. It was a 7-8 bagger very quickly. So I say, unfortunately, if you have been buying at $4, 3.5, 3.7, 3.8, you are red. But you are red because you have been buying at the wrong moment. And it's legit. It's not a shame that you have been paying so much, because the prospects are so good for Clov entering in 2026. And nobody can anticipate that short are going to make a new wave of attack and bring the price down where we are now. So instead of crying or, basically saying I'm stupid, I've been buying too early to this, to that, forget about all that, will not bring you money to think like that. Be focused on what I'm saying. If you are paying 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, I don't know where we're going to open today, you are making a crazy investment, insane opportunity to have, maybe, don't want to give false hope, but that's very possible that you may see something like $10 very short term. When I say very short term, I say the next 6 months. I mean, imagine the guy was pushing $200,000 or $300,000 here. It will have like 100,000 shares. If he see $10, that's the 200,000 became a million. Can buy 2 houses. I mean, it's crazy. Now you can only buy a regular condo. I mean, if I was a big money, I'm a little fish, like I always tell you. If right now, if I was the owner of a condominium of 200 grand, I sell it directly. I buy 100,000 shares, and I'm pretty convinced that next year at the same moment, maybe I can buy 2 houses instead of my condominium. Yeah, that's why the stock market, it's an amazing place, is that if you are the right place at the right moment and you're making intelligent buy when everybody's selling and spitting on a good company, you can have crazy returns. I mean, crazy. You can't imagine how many stock in the stock market are expensive and remain expensive because, basically, short are not attacking them, retail own them, institutions are accumulating, and basically you are paying, 6, 7, 8, 9 times sales. Here, you have a company where you are paying 0.5 sales of next year, with growth, with margins, with crazy prospects. SaaS, 4 stars, not going to repeat. It's a decision. It's a decision. Do you want to become really rich, or basically you want to chase penny stock that go up and down because there is not a lot of liquidity, like VVOS. I'm convinced this is going to explode, but they can play a lot of games with this kind of company because nobody's looking, no volume. They can, they have free. Here now on Clov, they are in a big mess. This week, they are in a big, big mess. Retail want to buy, short want to cover. Options are going to be crazy. If I was a short here, I'm pretty convinced that Vivek have made this announcement Friday after the close to trap the short. These people want to have a vengeance on some market maker who want to destroy Clov, maybe because they are pushed by some big Medicare company, I don't know. But Vivek have been very smart, buying at the best moment, completely oversold, announcing that after the close Friday. I mean, it's a perfect short trap, I'm very proud of Vivek, smart guy. He have been strong by not communicate too much, let them play games and push the price down, and then boom. And maybe it's not over. Don't be surprised if the guy push more money in the days to come before any SaaS news, partnership. These people, when they buy shares, they know why, and be ready, to have some kind of frenzy action between short, expiration, news, announcement, maybe not tomorrow, but beginning of September, we don't know. But now people are going to think about, and I don't see nobody selling here. I don't see any shorter who will have the guts to short more. So don't wait. I mean, I'm very serious here. Please be focused. Don't wait for any kind of dip. Because if you wait, instead of paying 2.5 to 6, you will need to pay $3. And you are losing a big part of the run-up. So Buy. If I was you, I'm already full, all in. If I was you, I buy before the market open, or during maybe the first dip of the day, if it happened. I don't know. And don't make some little mathematics. Just understand, September, October, November, December. We are 4 months before, there is 4 months before 2026. The market will anticipate the SaaS news and the 4 stars rating. Don't wait. 4 months is not a lot in the stock market. It's not a lot. And don't be surprised. I repeat and try to write that somewhere, Don't be surprised if Clov is above $6 entering in 2026. And I'm trying to be conservative. And I want you to buy under $3, not at $6. You will have a lot less shares. Like I was saying in the other video, we are at the corner of a domino effect on Clov, And having when I've been buying, I was saying this is completely insane. The market giving us the opportunity to buy near $2 with all the thing we know on Clov. It's completely insane. And that's possible because the short are completely crazy. They are like white shark who want to cut in piece Clov by shorting like crazy, 40 million shares short. I don't know how they're going to do, because if retail start to buying, here, and nobody sell because the CEO is buying and all the good news is coming, and if any SaaS partnership is announced, they are in a big mess, and Clov may become some kind of meme stock, not because it's not a legit company, because the technical aspect. It's very difficult because the fundamentals are good, but the technicals are like meme stock. So if you mix the two, you can have some kind of crazy movement, very crazy, and I don't know the deepness. It's very, very difficult to say. I think for some technical reason that $10 will be some kind of huge resistance. That will mean that Clov is a 4-bagger. All depend. Now all depend the institution, to be crystal clear. If institution start thinking big news, big announcement, big turnaround is coming, they will buy all they can, because they know that if they don't buy now, they will need to pay 3-4 times more. So I'm very curious to see this week action. Naturally, if they can avoid paying all the calls who expire Friday, they will do it. But in order to do that, they will need this week to let it go high. So people will sell, and they can short in the sell and bring the price down for Friday and don't pay the calls. I don't know how they're going to deal with this, but if they don't run it and run it seriously, they are stuck for Friday. So really this week, Clov will have 100% of my attention. It's too much to avoid being totally focused on this. And, I'm taking off my hats to Vivek, who have been trapping these crooks the best way you can do it, at the best price, at the best moment, Friday after the close. VIP CEO, you know. Very, very smart guy. Okay, folks, so do what you have to do. Not financial advice, thinking, you know, trying to share with you my thinking, but everything I'm saying can be verified, you know. 4 stars, SAS, short numbers. Well, short numbers, now people think there is 36 millions, but there is a lot more. There is a lot more because short reports are lagging. You can have the right number if you have Ortex. I don't have it, but I'm pretty sure we are at 40, 42 million, something like that, right now. Okay, trade safely. Don't be greedy. Don't be governed by fear, and try to remember the reason why you buy Clov. And the reason is not only some kind of, you know, rally. There is some real fundamental reason to buy Clov. And that's pretty rare in the market, because normally people buy a run, you know, because short covering, and the stock don't have is not backed by fundamental reason to buy. And in this case, yes, so it's a perfect combo. And this week is going to be very special, and we can have big surprise. Hoping that retail are going to be smart and understand that institution and shorts are desperate to have their shares. Take care, folks.